From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Earlier today, we were dealing with a couple of very light lake effect snow flurries across mid-Michigan. Notice that activity has tapered off, but widespread and very dense cloud cover still in place across parts of the area this evening. Temperature-wise, most of us sitting in the 20s, 26 degrees our current temperature in Lansing, falling down to 23 thus far over in Charlotte, and 22 our current temperature in Jackson. We will be staying dry and overall very cloudy as we go throughout the overnight hours. Temperatures cooling all the way down to 11 degrees across the area. We have some even cooler overnight lows in the forecast. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, a Michigan man has died infected with rabies after receiving a transplant. Plus, police come to the rescue of a trapped baby in a hot car. And a major scare in the sky when a skydiver's parachute gets stuck on the tail of an airplane. Those stories and a lot more, and all in the first 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Let's start that clock. And we begin tonight up north, where a Roscommon County commissioner is now facing criminal charges accused of sexually abusing a 16-year-old boy. Michigan State Police say they arrested 67-year-old David Russo on November 21st, and he was arraigned yesterday in court. His bond was set at $150,000. The MSP says Russo assaulted the boy for years, beginning in 2019. The suspect is also a member of the Marquis Township Fire Department. That department says he was put on paid administrative leave after his arrest. A new report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says a Michigan man died after getting a kidney transplant from a donor that had undiagnosed rabies. Now, this happened last December. The CDC says this is just the 4th time since 1978 that someone contracted rabies through a transplant, and the risk is low. They say donors are not normally screened for rabies because the testing is complex and the disease is rare in humans. Widening things out, there are growing measles outbreaks in South Carolina, and officials there say more than 250 people are being quarantined. Between Friday and Tuesday, health officials confirmed 27 new cases. Nationally, the measles case count is almost 2,000 people. The disease was considered eliminated in the U.S. after the year 2000 because of routine childhood vaccinations. Health officials stress the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine is safe and provides 97% protection against the disease. Vaccination rates, though, have declined as more parents decide that their child will not get the shots or they don't keep up with recommended vaccination schedules. In Utah, Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing right-wing political influencer Charlie Kirk in September, made his first in-person appearance in court today. The case is going through hearings to determine whether cameras will be allowed in the courtroom during the trial and other matters. Both Robinson's defense team and local law enforcement have asked that the judge to keep the cameras out of the courtrooms. National and local news organizations are requesting to preserve media access in this case.
Hey, use this suite.
Well, that was the moment in Florida last Friday that sheriff's deputies smashed open a van window to save a baby left inside. Authorities recently released the video to remind the public about the dangers of leaving children in vehicles. Temperatures that day were about 85 degrees. The mom of the 16-month-old said she accidentally left her keys in the van and then called 911. The baby showed signs of distress from heat but was okay. Well, look at this. A hiker in Utah's Arches National Park got caught in quicksand and needed to be rescued. This happened on Sunday. The man was on a 20-mile backpack trip when he sank up to his thighs. It seems like something that only happens in old movies and TV shows, but officials say it does happen in real life every once in a while.
Well, I was just rolling out of bed. It was about 7:15 in the morning when the pager went off and it says we need search and rescue to respond for a individual that is stuck in quicksand. So when you hear something that only happens, essentially every 10 or 15 years, it kind of makes you scratch your head and say, is this what I heard?
Well, despite being stuck in mud that was near freezing for hours, the hiker was not injured and actually walked out of the park on his own. Global news now. Check out this video showing a very scary moment when a skydiver's reserve parachute got stuck on the tail of an airplane in Australia. This happened in September. Can you imagine? The Australian Transport Safety Bureau released this video today as part of an investigation. After the skydiver was able to cut himself free of the reserve chute, he was able to deploy the main chute and then safely land on the ground. Wow. In Mexico, another skydiving mishap. This time a skydiver crashed into a traffic light in Mexico City on Tuesday. Police say the man was not injured. They also say there was not any damage to city property and he is not being charged with anything. Another country is set to follow Australia's lead in raising restrictions for teens on social media. Denmark says its different political parties have a deal to ban social media for anyone younger than 15. As of now, Danish officials have not said how that would be enforced. Many platforms already ban children younger than 13 from creating accounts, but officials argue the current restrictions don't work. Denmark says as of now, 98% of children under 13 have at least one social media account. The White House is ordering national parks to purge gift shops of items it deems objectionable. According to a government memo, gift shops, bookstores, and concession stands have until next Friday to comply. The Interior Department says the goal is to create neutral space for all visitors. Now, this comes as the Trump administration has been cracking down on what it deems as DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Conservation groups say the move is censorship and undermines the national park's mission of education. Park employees also say as of now it's still unclear what items will be banned. A bug bagged at the Detroit airport has been identified as a potentially destructive species. U.S. Customs and Border Protection says the roughly 3-millimeter long bark beetle has never been seen before at U.S. ports or airports. The bug was found in February and is hailed as a significant discovery because of the damage it could cause to forests. It was found in partially dry bark that had come from the Ivory Coast with a passenger that was headed to Texas. Officials say the flyer bought the bark for medicinal purposes and the beetle was found during routine inspection. A legendary Hollywood writer and director's archive has been donated to the University of Michigan. Lawrence Kasdan is best known for writing 4 Star Wars movies, including The Empire Strikes Back and Indiana Jones's Raiders of the Lost Ark. He also directed the 1983 hit The Big Chill, in which the characters are all U of M grads. Kasdan donated more than 150 boxes to his alma mater, and they contain scripts, photos, audio recordings, props, and more. The university says it will be finished processing the collection late next year and hopes to have Kasdan visit by then and possibly even give a symposium. Kendall, that would be fun. What a cool gift.
Exactly. I mean, to have all of that stuff just there,
and
nice.
You've seen the 2 movies that I mentioned, of course. Nope. That would be a big nope.
Nope. And I knew you were going to point that out too.
They're so good, Kendall.
I'll put them on the list.
Yeah.
But there's so many other things I have to rewatch first.
Yeah, and keep up with the weather. I know, and it's been busy lately.
Yeah, we're not getting any break anytime soon. 2 new sets of weather aware days that we have to tell you about after the break.
Okay.